time here. Alright, I think I'm ready to go. Hi Charlotte, how you doing today? Alright. Alright, I'm pretty sure I've already collected ether. Yes, I have. Okay. And I'm... Oh yeah, I was over here because I did blood for blood, didn't I? Okay, that makes sense. Good, glad to hear it. Alright. Sorry, just trying to orient myself here. There's a rebel camp here I could go to first, since it's pretty much right next to where I currently am. Right, hopefully this doesn't go too bad. Rebel camps are kind of known for being annoying, should I say. Just playing some Pokemon Violet and doing some raids. Ooh. You got anything good yet? I'm just playing some Forbidden West, in case you hadn't noticed.
Rebels. I need to get rid of their leader. Maybe then the rest will retreat.
Which one of these? There we go. Alright, Raintrace North.
Weak against shock.
Yeah, of course you got a helmet on. Yeah, come down here.
This is where I saw something. There's nothing out there. No sign of anyone. My mistake.
I need you a bit closer, please.
To victory.
Get back down here. Shiny Duraludon and Zoroark. Ooh, congrats. Oh, God's sake, come down here. Shouldn't have placed it right on the edge, shouldn't I?
At least I checked.
Go over there. Did you not? Didn't even hear that rock, did you?
Who's that?
Right, go over there. And I will... Oh, not kill you? Which one is my silent strike boost? One... I don't have it, apparently. Hello, Dandy. How you doing today? Thanks for the lurk, Charlotte. I really appreciate that. I swear I had one that was like Silent Strike Boost or something? Silent Strike Gain. Well, it's still not enough, is it? Right in the ass. Okay, that worked. You're doing glad to hear it. And hi Sen, how you doing today? How about me? Honestly not great, but trying to stay strong here. The soldier. That looks like the... Yep, that's the leader. Okay. There is some grass I can hide in. Okay, that worked out well. Can't sound strike a charger. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to just leave then. Where's the leader again? Oh, you're up there. Oh, I can't move!
It's no good. Gotta.
I suddenly couldn't look around anymore. Come on. Of course I hit the tree. Oh, there's the leader. He's got a Deathbringer gun. Okay, I need something a bit better than this. Oh, there's Clamberjewels! Hope I'm doing alright. Okay, soon. Thank you, Dandy. I do appreciate that. Hi, Trash Can Jones. How you doing today? Oh, shit! Here he comes! Here he comes!
So the chase begins.
Okay, there's a nice big tree here I can use for cover.
I just about had it with you.
Right, good shot. Nope, that's acid. Alright, that should finish them off. Not quite. Jeez, you've got a lot of health, don't you? Come on, I've hit you in the head and exploded your acid canister. You can't have much health left. There we go. Okay. Where are my bombs? It's honestly the best I have. Doing good, just waiting for your buddy Moon Jabby to get coffee so you can play some Cursed Halo. Cursed? How so? Sorry, what are you talking about now? I feel like I got a bit lost in the conversation. Someone else coming? Oh, yep, someone else over here.
We'll
little close, please.
Oh God, no! Okay, oh, no.
I lost the hostile.
Right, no more helmet for you. Just give you a nose piercing the hard way. Okay, the other rebel is leaving, thankfully. So freaking far away.
Keep it together. Anything?
Who said that?
Think she's close. The Outlander returns, huh?
I do return. But soon you never will. There we go. Cursed Halo is so much fun. It's a mod where everything in Halo becomes ridiculous or Minecraft themed. I see. That does sound kind of cursed. Peter's coming back. Talking about the Powerpuff Girls. Oh, okay. I've barely watched the Powerpuff Girls, so yeah, no wonder I didn't understand. Oh, Mercy is for the weak. Oh, that's what Bubbles said in that video, wasn't it? Oh my god, I only just got that. I'm so sorry. Oh. Just like me to not get the joke or the reference. Oh shit. It's getting dark. It's a good show. Worth a watch. A lot of it still holds up. I'm assuming you don't mean the reboot. I've heard some pretty bad stuff about the reboot. I watched a little bit of the original back in like the 2000s, but other shows kind of got my attention a bit more, to be honest. Oh no, yeah, not the reboot. Alright. Hopefully I'm not gonna die at the last second to this guy. But of course he has to stand like a mile away. There's one episode in the reboot where you like... She's having an imaginary tea party and gets angry when her sister doesn't want to eat the crumpet. You mean Bubbles got angry? I'm pretty sure it is like Bubbles, like when she's angry, you're fucked, but over a crumpet? The villains are so ridiculous sometimes. One episode, a woman robs banks, but only of their season.
Sven and Alderson asked me,
Oh.
will the Powerpuff Girls win versus him? In a galaxy not so far away, the Powerpuff Girls defenders of Townsville face off against the sinister, him a villain with more red than a Sith's lightsaber, with sugar spice and everything nice. Will they conquer? The creepy clawed crusader. Cue dramatic music, tune in. To see if these tiny titans can deliver a smackdown of epic proportions. Or will it be him's day of victory? Stay tuned, folks.
I know that there's a character in the Powerpuff Girls called Him, but hearing the word him in that sentence sounds so verbally incorrect. It's a really weird, specific coin. Is it like a Powerpuff Girls thing, or is it like a real world thing? I don't know. When I was watching Cartoon Network growing up, I was more of a Ben 10, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends kind of person. What else was there? Robot Boy? Inspector Gadget. Was that on Cartoon Network or... No, I think that was on Boomerang, not Cartoon Network. I can barely see this guy anymore. Yeah, he is really lost. Yeah, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I'm pretty sure that's made by the same people as the Powerpuff Girls. Craig McCracken, I think his name is. I think that's the same guy that made, Powerpuff Girls. I'm pretty sure that's the husband of the woman that made, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Oh yay, finally! Jeez. That wasn't so much hard as it was just tedious, to be honest.
Shock wires. On the path. All these rebels sure know how to make you feel welcome.
Okay.
Sven Alderson asked me, will the Powerpuff Girls win versus him? Asked Sven Alderson a question for the ages. In the brutal arena of cartoons, victory is seldom assured, but given the Powerpuff Girls' potent blend of sugary sweetness and atomic might, him faces a formidable foe. My professional opinion, him's probably fucked.
Oh my god, Sir David Attenborough, I didn't know you spoke like that. Well, in, it's up there. Wait, how do I get up there? In, Con stream, Sir David Attenborough just keeps saying, like, total bollocks. And I guess in mine, now he just says, something is fucked. There we go.
Not sure what to do with them.
Oh shit! My god! It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter! I'm done, I'm done, I'm done! Where's my fire outfit? Fire, fire. 42, that's fire. There we go. Oh my god.
Much better.
Right. Are the rebels? No, the rebels are still there. If I head over there and then come back, then I should be able to loot the camp without problems. Yeah, it sounds like the Powerpuff Girls will definitely defeat him. The Clone Wars narrator and David Attenborough both seem to agree. Alright, this is probably far enough. So now I should be able to head back and the camp will be clear for me to loot.
Whatever Regalda's plan.
Alright, creaky chair as always. I do apologize if you can hear it creaking around as I'm like shifting about. Yep, all clear. Oh, except for a clamberjaw.
Shield resistant.
An apex and a fire.
Would be nice.
Okay, I don't want to fight you guys. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Aloy, jump! Oh my god, I don't have any berries! Yeah, if I knew this place was infested with clamberjawls, I might not have come back! Great. No! Right, hydrate. Okay, stuff that place for now. Excuse you. Acid or Belloback? Am I in a position where I can take on a Belloback? I could give it a go. I am excused. Why am I excused? You're the one who farted.
Sven Arnoldusen asked me, will Molly Style win Horizon Forbidden West? Sven Arnoldusen, the Huntress faces a trial by fire. Given Molly Style's skill and tenacity, I'd wager they'll conquer those robotic behemoths. It'll be a bloody good show.
The behemoths? Am I fighting behemoths today? Well, I've already beaten one. Well, thanks for having faith in me, Sir David Attenborough. It's really dark. I can barely see what I'm actually picking up. Alright. Thanks for the cheerleading. Alright. Ooh. Okay, acid bellow back. Another acid. What are you weak to? Purge water. Of course, the thing I don't actually have. Acid. 29. 35. Oh, there's a watcher as well. But I need to keep its sack intact. No, don't hit the sack. Okay, Watcher's dead.
Ta-da!
Right, I need to hit the face and the legs, not the sacks. I said not the sacks. Oh my god, acid. Not the sacks. I'm gonna burst him at this rate. Maybe I should get a Tear Blast arrow to try to get rid of that armor on its head.
Sven and Alderson asked me, will Molly Style win Horizon Forbidden West? I'd like to know. In a world where robotic dinosaurs roam and dangers lurk behind every corner, our brave protagonist Molly Style embarks on a daring quest in Horizon Forbidden West. Armed with only their wits and an arsenal that would make even Boba Fett jealous, the odds are, well, who knows? They might just pull a win out of their digital hat or end up as Robo Dino Chow. Tune in for Destiny Awaits in this epic saga.
This is not going well! Frickin' Clamor Jaws have seen me as well. Hey, you come back here. Okay, I think the Clamor Jaws have gone. Oh shit, I hear the Clamor Jaws again. Right, I'm only here for you, not the Clamor Jaws. God, I got so much junk! My god, you got so many arrows in your head! Right, hit one. I do not want the other one to join the fight, please. No! Come back! Someone's honking their horn outside. Do apologize if you can hear that. Oh, your throat sack's gonna burst. Maybe I'm not ready to fight the bellowbacks. Fine. There's something there I want to buy. I'll go to that campfire and teleport there. Excuse me? Oh, Buddy's here. Must have been from when I last played the game. Alright.
Hair like blood. You must be the champion. Please, a word.
Alright, what am I buying? Ooh, that. Can't afford any of those. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy that. It'll definitely be better than what I already have, as well as having fire bombs. Stash, there it is. Okay, so my other explosive weapons are now definitely obsolete. Yeah, 163. That. And that. Oh, bless you. Wait, there you are. Alright, I'll craft that. Thank you. The stash is actually very camouflaged here. I didn't mean to do that.
Always be vigilant.
How do I change? Ah, here we go. Okay, I can't change the food. Do I want that? No. Wait. How does this work? Right, unequip. Oh, I see how this works. Okay, so change, unequip. Cool, keep that because buddy. Unequip that. Keep that. Keep that. Unequip that. Keep that. Actually, no. Unequip it. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay, it's a bit tidier now. Right, I don't really care for the advanced, the vertical traps. 'Cause my brain doesn't work that way. Okay, explosive and fire. That one, definitely. 180 explosive damage, that's good. This is the Tear Blast. Oh, hang on. That one. Shock 7%. Frost 7%. Acid? Acid or frost? I think I'll go with frost. That one's my basic hunter bow, so... yeah, I'll keep that. That's a sharp bow I'm not even using. Hardweave sharp bow. Put that away. Doing a lot of organizing right now, aren't I? Hardweave sharp bow. You go in there. Alright, shock. As well as impact damage. Go with that. That's useless. Frost. I've already got frost. Okay, I don't actually need the frost blast sling anymore. The stash is right there. I don't need to go anywhere. Alright, put that away. Wait. Yeah, put that away. And that away. There we go. Cool. Now it's the outfits. Okay, this one's got an empty slot. Go with frost. This one I'm pretty sure I established is useless to me. Yes, it's completely outclassed, so... thanks for the gift, Hikaru, but... it's kind of outclassed, so... put it away. Fire. That's the best I have. This one is purge water. Alright, this one is ranged.
Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Hi Chatty Chat, how you doing today? How did the rest of your stream go? Yeah, I was lurking in there, although oh shit, I think I actually closed the tab. I'm so sorry. Yeah, how did the rest of your stream go? And thanks for the raid, I really appreciate that. Alright, and anyone from Chatty Child stream, if you don't know who I am, my name is Molly Style. I play a variety of games, mostly Horizon, Pokemon, and Minecraft. And right now I'm playing Horizon Forbidden West. Just sorting out my outfits. This one is my melee outfit, so put that on there. Concentrator. Stream went okay, thanks. Glad to hear it. Always good to hear that a stream's gone well. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of thinking right now. That's a better frost thing. Oops, I did not mean to unequip that. That one. Plasma... Nope. How's my stream going? Mixed results so far. I've already died like 3 times, so yeah.
Your actions are known across the lowlands, Eastern. You've aided our marshals and our chief. I, for one, am grateful. So I'll tell you.
Sven and Alderson asked me, how is your stream going? In a galaxy where streams ebb and flow like the tides of Camino, our valiant streamer, Molly Style, navigates the formidable waters of digital entertainment, while the stream faces the mighty challenges of Horizon Forbidden West on Ultra Hard. The community rallies together like a fleet of loyal starships. Will this day end in triumph or a spectacular crash? Only the Force can tell.
Didn't exactly answer the question, to be totally honest. Well, if you have to get going now, sorry to raid and run, but have a nice stream. No, don't worry about it. Thanks again for the stream, and I hope your day goes well. Don't mind the raid and runs. But yeah, I hope you have a great day.
That way you won't be running blind in this place.
Wait, what does this guy have to say?
I spotted a crew of Ostrom setting up camp southwest of here. They're lucky Chief Hikaru tolerates Easterners. Otherwise, they'd be dead meat.
I'm sure they don't mean any harm.
Oh, that's Karif. Okay.
Maybe I should talk to them when I get a chance. Figure out what they're doing out here.
Yeah, that's one of Karif's things. So many things to buy and upgrade. Alright, Oseram Camp. Where is that? Oh, that is a frickin' million miles away. That is... do I want to go there now? The title of the stream is literally called Back to Base. That is in the exact opposite direction. No, stuff it. Which one am I going to? Number 2. This way. Right, I actually want to be heading back towards base, not away from it. Blueberries. More blueberries. Alright, is there any chance I could get one of these Claw Striders on their own? Apex Acid.
She won't be bothered by acid.
Right, that one's better. Right, which one is my acid outfit? Definitely not this one. 29, 35. Yeah, I've already worn this earlier. Right, come over here. Away from your apex brother. Oh, the apex is on its way. That's the wrong one. Oh shit, this is not a good thing, not good choice, is it? Especially with that much damage, jeez. It's that one. Right. Oh my god, what the fuck? I was inside Aloy's head for a second. I was going for the,
Champion, won't you sit for a moment? I've heard rumors that the old ones left treasure in the ruins west of here, by the coast. Some of our
that sounds
squads
very
have tried
far
to
away.
find them, but none have succeeded.
Sounds like a challenge.
That's a relic ruin, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, that's a frickin' million miles away too. There's an unknown there. I think that's black box, I think. Right, I'm just gonna run past those Claw Striders. I'm not here to fight them. I'm too weak for all these random wild machines. I hear incoming fire. Right, don't mind me, just passing by. Just in the most awkward way possible to avoid being attacked. Aha!
There's a flight recorder.
There you are.
I could add it to the collection at the Grove.
Okay, how do I get in?
use that to get in.
Right, where's the giant gaping hole? So frickin' dark. Yeah, I need to wait for a bit more light to come through so I can actually see properly. Goodies. Right, where is the opening? It's... there! There's the opening. Still barely see it, but at least now I know it's here. Thank you. Open the door. Right, thank you.
This is Romeo requesting status update. Flight 41, you need to adjust your course to avoid the swarm. Can you respond? Over. Flight 41, please acknowledge. My sensors are showing their cabins depressurized. I think the crew's gone and they're on autopilot. Flight 41's a ghost flight.
Whatever happened to the people on that plane? They weren't there to respond.
That is terrifying.
This Pharaoh's machine swept the planet of life. All those people lost to one man's ego.
Ghost flights are terrifying.
There must be another flight recorder transmitting.
Like, something I do enjoy is watching documentaries about like plane crashes. And a few of them that are like ghost flights are always the most haunting by far. Hi Poke Parade, how you doing today? Alright, I haven't actually been into the mall of the arena yet. I should probably do that. Taking a little bit of a roundabout way, but... Alright, so I'm pretty sure there are some merchants in here that I would like to check out. Doing good, just doing life stuff and enjoying the sun. And yes, on the same vein, you love reading about ghost ships. Ghost ships? Like, at sea? Because I was talking about like ghost flights, like a plane where it's just on autopilot with no actual people flying it.
War or no war?
Alright.
Sven Arnoldusson asked me, how is your stream going? Ah yes, Molly-style braves the ultra-hard wilds, while the digital sun beats down, a loyal flock gathers. Victory hangs in the balance, but their tenacity, it's a bloody marvel to behold.
Are you sure about that? I haven't been doing very well today. Yeah, ghost ships are the same. Still sailing with no people. Okay. I haven't heard any stories about ghost ships, but yeah, ghost planes is the ones that I've listened to. Okay, herbalist, cook. Okay, there's the hunter and the stitcher. I'm guessing that might be strike. Data points. There's the story of Fashav's time with the Tanakh. 5 deaths today. Oh, has it been 5? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's only been like 3. It's been more than 100 at the start. Lurk, no problem, Poke Parade. Hope you have a good lurk. the one I've got right now is... well... actually, it does have better burning damage. No, I think I prefer my current one though. Thank you. Eh. Eh. Scalding Spike Thrower. What the heck? Sell those. Outfits.
Regala will strike soon. We'll be ready.
Wait, this is the wrong way. Is it actually break time? No, it's not actually break time, phone.
Wait, you were there? Oh yeah, my whole squad.
There. I don't want to go into the arena. I want to find the Stitcher. How do I get up there, though? Oh, I'm actually out of the arena. No, I don't want to be here. How do I get back? This way?
One move left for you, my friend.
The machines were different from those.
Right. Okay, finally I made it. Alright, what do you have? Ooh, that's a new one. I've already got those. I can actually buy that now, though. How does it compare to my other outfits? Plasma 25. It doesn't actually look that great compared to my other stuff. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, there's one more question mark there, but it's not strike. Expert. No thank you. Ooh, goodies down here, though. Oh, workbench. That's what it is. Oh no, it was stash. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Alright, wasn't I going for something in particular on my way back? If I have, I've forgotten about it. Can't do that. There's stuff going on at Arrowhand. You know what? Stuff it. I'm gonna teleport back to base.
We won't let Regala.
I don't want to make myself a liar with the title of the stream again. The campfire's outside. Right, I want to obey the actual title of the stream first before it isn't true. Careful with that thing. Didn't you see me running up?
I see you, champion.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
I hear a storm coming.
Did you see those kids riding around on machines out west?
You mean rebels?
They didn't look like any rebels I've ever seen. I tried to follow them, but they were too fast.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Okay, that's something close by.
Safe travels, champion.
Here I am.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in that. There's a piece of green shine down there, but there's also angry machines. Free. Yeah, this one is my fire outfit. Oh! Hello!
Nice. I definitely don't sound like rebels. I wish I'd follow their tracks at the time.
Yeah, those are the guys I was looking for. Uh-oh! Come on. There we go. Right, one down, and of course you fell down there. Where'd everyone go? Where'd the other bristleback go? Oh, there you are. Here we go. Lurk. Lurk till you have 150 points. Alright then. No problem. Salute from Mexico. Salute from the UK. Hello, Oscar. Danielle. How are you doing today? Alright, let's find those racers. Is that an owl? Why is there an owl here? I don't think there's meant to be owls here. Oh, I got it! Right, do not lose it. Okay, oh, okay, I can reach it. Yay! Owl wishbone. I needed one of those. Alright, where are those racers gone? Speaking of racers, I know there's something that one? Oh, this one. Alright, I've been looking forward to these racers. Peccary, I need you. Oh, come on. No, the peccaries, Aloy! Oh, that's not how you climb that rock. Cheater. There we go. Didn't even have what I wanted. Oh, there they are.
The ones who were racing. Wonder what they're up to.
I won the race. Hey,
Hello.
oh, walk him out, please. Not like you can get any uglier. Hey, who are you?
Riding machines, huh? Who taught you to do that?
Hey, squad. We got someone with a death wish here.
Whoa. Look at that hair. What?
Someone get a little lost in the desert?
Hey, what's that thing the Easterners keep saying we do?
Oh, yeah. We all drink blood here, right? Maybe we should drink yours.
You can try.
That's not gonna go well for you, trust me.
Blaze, Josek. I don't think you want to test your luck with a soldier that took down the bulwark. We have no business with you, Outlander. I think we all had our fun. Road's right over there.
Those machines used to be Regalas.
Water would be nice.
I literally just took a drink. Guess I'm taking another.
Around here, you want something, you race for it. You cross that finish line first, I'll answer any questions you have.
Aloy, you got a mount?
Race is full.
Shh. Hello?
Actually, I think a spot just opened up.
All right. What are the rules?
Wonder who that is under that mask.
This ought to be good.
Shut up, Pekka.
And of course he doesn't speak.
This way, fresh meat.
Alright.
Let's get you that mount.
It is actually break time, so... Gonna leave... There. Leave it on that screen for now. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break and go stretch my legs, and I'll be back in a few minutes after this ad break. So, see you then. Ah! Ah! Wait, where's that coming from? Wait, are they... They're fucking invisible! Why are you invisible? What? Oh, hello. There was literally an invisible person right then.
That's not with smoke.
What is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Oh my god, that was amazing timing. Oh, that's gonna have to be a highlight. Alright, what's on the other side of this door? There's a floating stick for some reason. Wait, that's the alarm? Why is the alarm invisible? And where do I pop it? Oh. What? How does that make any damn sense?
Keep this quiet.
Alright, game. Whatever you say. Alright, at least I don't have to worry about that anymore. What's this? It's like a thing to unload? Hello? Ooh! Excuse me, sir. What are you doing on my farm? Like, are you alive? Are you real? Excuse me? Like, just look inside his own head. There's no brain. He has nothing in his head. He's got no brain. He's a zombie.
Sorry.
Oh my god, that is an interesting sight. Well, spiders are mean. Wow. Now that is a beautiful piece of graffiti.
That guy looks like he's been in a fight. Maybe.
I think there's still a bit more foot.
Is a new title in the Pokemon series.
You sound high.
The story takes place in Lumio City. Alright,
I'm back. Right, I noticed there was sparkles on Sableye during the break. Have I turned them off? Okay, yes, I've turned them off on this screen at least. Okay. I'm ready for a race.
I see you carry a bow. Good. You'll need to use it if you want to win.
Against the other racers?
They will if you don't. We put everything on the line when we get on that track. Makes it worth something. You could test run the track if you want to. Just let me know when you're ready for the real thing.
Alright, let's race. I'm just gonna go for it.
Let's hit the track.
Okay. I'm ready. Of course I have to be at the back. Go, go, go! Alright, screw you! Oh shit, I forgot to pick that up. Go, go, go! Fuck you! Don't think I picked anything up, did I? Alright. Ooh, no! No! Recover! Alright. Just keep going. I'm in the lead. No! Fuck you! No! Oh shit! Whoa, I'm falling behind! Oh, that was a big waste of a boost! Right. Bye! Keep going, keep going! Which way? This way. Alright, I'm avoiding that. Wrong button. Ooh, someone's up behind me! Blaze boost! This way! Oh, I didn't get that second one. No! Screw you! Go, 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 go! Give me those! Blaze boost! There's the finish line, I think. Yes! Woo!
I did it! Here, your prize for winning the race.
Oh boy,
Earned it.
that was fun.
I think you owe me some answers.
Name's Ata. As for how we got these mounts, most of us here used to be rebels. Joined Regala's army thinking we'd get a chance to fight in a real war against the Karja. Instead, Regala slaughtered our own in cold blood, barren light. When we made it back to camp, we snuck out on our mounts and never looked back. Been racing the clan lands ever since. Decided we were better off on our own. No rules, no chiefs. Just the speed of our mounts and the taste of blood.
Doesn't sound too bad, I guess.
Bit violent,
Where's your
but
quiet friend.
it's good.
The one with the mask. He didn't join the race.
He gave up his spot so you could join. Probably for the best.
What makes you say that?
That one hasn't lost a single race. Doubt you would have gotten your answers if he stuck around.
Maybe.
You know, Hax found a spot to set up a race at the farthest end of lowland territory, right by the beach. Make your way there, maybe there'll be a spot waiting for you.
If I'm in the area, I'll think about it.
Well, it's definitely a million miles out of my way for now, so I think I'm good. Thanks, though. Yeah, that is like almost 5,000 steps away. Yeah, stuff that. Alright, is there anything here I wanted to upgrade or get? I don't think so. I think I'll upgrade that. And then save one more point for that. Okay, sounds good to me. Right, back to base, please. Yes. All right, beep beep coming through. Should definitely get out of the blight as soon as I can. There we go. Alright, nearly there. There's the ledge. And boing! Aww. I hate it when Aloy grabs onto that thing. I like it when I land perfectly on my feet there. There's a bit of discussion to have in here.
this? Oh,
You're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
and my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Back. Trace the line.
You got this, Aaron.
To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha. They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Hey, concrete beach party.
Aloy!
From the frozen wilds.
You're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he sees.
Oh, Aaron.
I showed him to one of the rooms.
You've got much to learn about the
He seems
Tanakh.
to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
Right.
The old ones fed off livestock a little too much for my liking.
Some of them ate more like the Utaru. Called themselves vegetarians.
From what I'm reading, all the old ones wanted to eat was this stuff called chocolate.
Oh, yes. I can confirm that. I'm a bit of a chocoholic. Hi, Aaron. Welcome to the base.
Hey,
Hey.
a nice place.
Well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. It is a lot to take in. But, don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right.
Alright, how's your new training going then?
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah.
Okay, that's nothing there.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
What about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt a VOD will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
Of course he wouldn't. If he knows that you're helping me, he will immediately just let you do whatever you want.
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
Yeah, the Tanakh are nowhere near as crazy as the Eastern world seems to think they are.
So, Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
That she does. So what do you think of the Zeniths then?
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both.
Alright then.
How are you settling in?
Yeah, Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that...
Well, what about the Vanguard?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt a VOD will mind me sticking around to help the save.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but granted, a lot of them are bad. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood. And now I do. It makes me feel like I could be useful.
It takes some time, but... I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah. I gotta go.
I'm here if you need anything.
Alright, see you, Erend.
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Yes, please. Thank you. Ooh, that's a lot of shards, too. Ooh. Thank you very much. Oh, it looks like the thing's already here as well.
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
I see. Katalo's here as well. Alright, I've established I don't want that anymore. Which one's my room again? I keep forgetting which room is which. Is it this one? Yes, it is.
Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
Sven Alderson asked me, can I go eat? In a galaxy where hunger strikes without mercy, the brave Sven Alderson contemplates refueling their energy reserves. Will they embark on a culinary quest, forging an alliance with the refrigerator, or fall victim to the dark side of hunger? The Force whispers, eat you must. So venture forth, young Padawan, and may your meal be most satisfying.
You heard him. Better go eat, Sven. Alright, I was here to actually drop off that outfit I'm not using, so... it was... this one. Alright.
I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
You didn't even put it there. It was already here.
Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the subfunctions, defeat For Zenith, heal the world, I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud.
I'm sure she would.
My old spear. Rust helped me make it. And I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now.
Halo looks like she's wiping away a tear or something when she's thinking about Rost.
Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab. I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of this. Or what I have to do. But still. Wish he was here.
That would be really interesting if they rewrote the story to have Ross survive and still be here at the base. That would be really interesting to see how they would have to go about having Ross learn all this stuff.
This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. Agala's attack at the embassy. The marshals ambushed and surrounded, killed one by one. Reminds me of the massacre at the Proving. Back in the Sacred Lands. So many lives wasted. And for what? Door won't open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet.
Alright, hello, Zoe.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Yeah.
Learning is best done together.
Alright, how's your training going?
So you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our
Well, not
lands
you
with her
specifically.
terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Why? Your land gods are metal. Would have thought metal to the Utaru would be a representation of life.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much...
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
I sure did.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
Aaron's an amazing friend, trust me. He's loyal as hell.
You've been getting to know Erend,
Of course. In this case, a
Right. I should probably go.
I shall return to our training then.
Right. Varl!
Wow, this place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus into that archive room. With the focuses you gave us, we'll be able to access it at our own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it. Thanks, Varl.
Right, how's your training going?
How's, training with Zoe?
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
Yeah, and that tribe split off into every other tribe we know. Because that's been confirmed by the developers that the Nora, Karja, Oseram, Banuk, Utaru, and Tenakth all descend from those within Alufia 9, which... Whew, that's a lot of descendants they've got. Included, well, Aloy technically not, since she was made later on, but you get what I'm saying.
I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
Yeah, Sona would probably make a good Tanakh, honestly.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready.
Well, if you've read the comics, you would know that story already.
How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
I'm sure it will.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
Jeez, Varl has a lot to say, doesn't he?
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
We saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough.
Hold on just a second. Sorry about that, I'm back.
How's everyone handling?
And we all have our difficult moments. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory. And All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah, the world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying.
And they became an entire tribe.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, but still.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough. Looks like I was wrong.
Oops.
About the Zeniths.
We guess they lied about, but still.
I couldn't put a single.
That didn't stop you from won't stop us.
Let's.
Alright.
Think you can hold the fort while I'm gone?
If Aaron stops listening to the same music over and over again, maybe.
He hasn't been there that long with the music. Okay, is there any overrides I can repair? No. Oh well.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
Alright, we got a lot to talk about now, don't we? Oh my god, a lot.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines that answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Yes, before Gaia's fall, she had complete control over every machine in the entire world. That is an insane amount of power. What do you think about the Zeniths, though?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
He's a lot more friendly towards me now, isn't he? What do you think about our companions?
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
Yes, you are. They are pretty tough. They're not the toughest tribe by far, but they're definitely tough.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, this Hephaestus.
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power.
Now that you know who the enemy is,
I'll admit I find them hard to grasp, vulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
The split in the lines was a little bit awkward there.
You've had some time with the team now.
I admit I was. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting.
Yeah, she was there. You were both in the same fight, but then again, I suppose in the chaos of battle, it can be kind of hard to recognize particular faces, wouldn't it? Alright, tell me about you and the Sky Clan then.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you, though?
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well, I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
So, Wings of the Ten, eh?
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. And it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom. And the awe it must have inspired.
Yeah. Skydiving does sound very exciting, but terrifying. I've never been skydiving, and I don't entirely think I ever want to. I'm a big coward of heights.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove and helped reunite the clans.
Sven Arnolderson asked me, will you tell us a joke? What do you call a lazy kangaroo pouch potato?
Oh, that was a short one. I get it. Not exactly that funny, though. Thank you, David Attenborough.
Little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best martial. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
You don't know. You don't know what?
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command. After our victory at Barren Light, said it would be selfish, even though he knew perfectly well it was exile. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not.
The joke and on a question. What? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're trying to say.
When we were at the Bulwark, the wings of the Ten, what does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle for us to imitate. And it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I am the feeling of freedom.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said.
Well,
indeed.
Alright.
I should go.
See you later, Katalo.
Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the Ten walk with you.
Alright then. Right. So... I'm completely lost a second. Here we go. Right. Go deliver Aether to Gaia. Gaia's got stuff to talk about.
When you're ready, please merge Aether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
Data modules in.
Here we go. Right, here you go, Gaia. Here's Aether for you. Yay!
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Eleuthia frequency.
Eleuthia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
R. Right, there it is.
Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility.
Water would be nice!
It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone.
Gaia wants hydration, apparently.
You don't think it's actually Eleuthia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
David Attenborough joke, and what do you call a kangaroo? A lazy kangaroo? He said a pouch potato. He said the answer in the joke. Right. Alufia?
Why would Eleuthia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Eleuthia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Eleuthia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Eleuthia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could it be the Zeniths?
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission
Gaia was quick to
highly
answer.
irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
Probably.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they...
So...
Possibly. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest.
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay.
I have queried my available databases. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
Alright. I'll go investigate.
Alright. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself?
Hello.
No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Yes, let them come, Aloy.
Fine. Go
Missions are always more fun with friends.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Gaia has some more stuff to say.
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
Did you have anything more to talk about? Yes, you do. Fair bit.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
That'll be a relief for the Tenakth. One of their villages is still recovering after a mudslide caused the whole place to flood.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
Okay, thank you, Gaia.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. One in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there.
Sounds about right.
So, Poseidon, what do we know about it?
Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Once it is restored to me, I may be able to improve conditions in the regional watershed. But I must warn you, like the others, Poseidon is lost and frightened. It may have taken measures to protect itself.
I'll be careful.
What about Demeter?
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay, I'll keep my guard up.
Yeah, pretty much the same as Poseidon. And what about the rest of them?
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety
Already
of
heard some of
animal
this,
species.
but it's going to be a bit different based on the stuff we've learned.
Gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Farrow.
I love how Gaia says it the
Farrow,
British way,
I really hate that guy.
Understandable.
rather than the American
He
way.
appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and
Or at least the non-American way, despite Gaia
three
being
of the missing
made in
functions have
America,
already
which
served
is a
their
bit
purpose,
weird.
or were
Would have thought she'd be saying it
prevented
the
from doing
American
so.
way.
Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Perhaps you will be able to procure Eleuthia at the SOS coordinates. Artemis and Apollo, however, remain unaccounted for.
Alright.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether needed to install itself on one in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it...
Maybe it also felt at home there.
It's not particularly funny.
So, Poseidon.
Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Once it is restored to me, but I must warn you, it may have taken measures to protect itself.
I'll be careful. What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows.
So once I bring it back...
Demeter sows, that's all it does.
The abilities of Hephaestus. I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, like Ether and Poseidon, alone and frightened.
Okay.
That was a bit
The
funnier.
missing subordinate functions.
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066.
Pharaoh, huh?
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were. Do you still need them?
If attainable, restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Perhaps you, Artemis and Apollo, however.
Right. So, how's our progress going? Oh. Okay, how's our companions doing then?
How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated
I thought Varl was the one who discovered that.
And encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Good attitude.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus, after an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty.
Dainty.
Assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess.
Zoe and Varl sitting in a tree. Kissing. Yep, that's definitely what they're getting up to. Well, we've already seen them kiss once.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as amongst a number of Oseram curses. He is given repeated assurances that...
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess.
Also, hi, I am Cartman. How you doing today? Alright. Oh my god, there's still even more. Alright. Tell me about this place, then.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here.
Yep.
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I'll keep a lookout.
It's just a shame that you can pretty much do nothing with it and it disappears within like seconds. So it really feels like, what's even the point?
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Sounds about right. Right, what about Elizabeth, though?
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it whole. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
Yeah, being alone is really hard. I speak from experience. Anyway.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too.
Yep, exactly.
So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world. An effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
We need to head back to the cut right now. Rush into Array's retreat, telling Cyan, accept that network request now. It would have been really cool if we did have Cyan as an ally in this game, but oh well, I guess it does make sense that Cyan would have ignored the request.
The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures return to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
You went straight from the 2030s to the 2040s. Gaia's not exactly consistent with her date format, is she?
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them.
Yep. Alright, that's it.
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes, to observe weather and machine activity in real time. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I'll keep a lookout. The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, such conditions would see extreme and increase in dust storms.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
So, the greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while... What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience, to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared. Achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. We exchanged greetings. It was the first of many conversations, listening to her stories.
Your friend?
Yes, though I am glad she made it home.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia.
Alright. Okay, it is break time, so... yeah. Before I... head off on the mission, I'm gonna go take a quick break, and I'll be back in a few minutes after this ad break. So, see you then. Oh god. Let me see this Carnivine. Oh, there you are! Shiny Carnivine! Not the most glamorous shiny ever. I mean, it doesn't look that different from a regular Carnivine, but still. Oh boy, I am happy to have you on my team. Alright, you, and you. Alright. Style shop storage. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Style shop storage. Style shop storage. Style shop storage. Style shop store. Style. Style shop storage. Style shop storage. Style shop storage. Style shop storage. I can't do it. Style shop storage. Style shop storage. Style shop storage. Style shop storage. There we go. How much further do I have to go?
How did you do?
Oh, I'm done. Shut up! Oh, that worked. Sorry. I've got the favor to ask, Molly. What's the matter? Oh, hello. It's about something my grandfather told me. He said the adamant crystal has the power to change mighty Dialga into its otherworldly form. What is that seal doing? And? Seal just wanted to come and say hi.
Okay, CJ, let's get this rig back to the garage.
Oh god, this is gonna be an interesting way down. I'm stuck. I am stuck.
You got shotgun, CJ.
Not the tree. Okay, that worked. Now we can't get in the truck. Okay, that's gotta work. Yes. But maybe not go that way. Alright, I'm back.
I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Bye, Gaia. Right. Ooh, skill point up. Hang on, I wanted to... yeah, this. There we go. Alright, that's fully upgraded. I think it was the invisibility one I probably want next. Okay, I need 5 to upgrade it again. Right, Cradle of Echoes. Ooh, hello.
Good to know.
Which one? Not that one. This one?
Door's unlocked now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad.
Why is the air so filthy? I was thinking, why is there steam blasting out of that? But no, it's not. It's just light. What? It is weird. Yeah, these look like some cool gaming rigs. Yeah, definitely would love to have a go on those if I could.
Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in.
Yeah, this is clearly Katalo's room. And this one is Aaron's. What's that? Like, random piece of sheet of some kind? Katalo has a barrel. Thing of machine parts? Eh.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Yeah, we've learned this already.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
Varl's learning how to make holograms. That's cool.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
I wonder why. No, nothing else in there, even though it looks pretty full. Oh, sorry.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
Oh, you gotta love Erend. Right, we're off.
distress call. Had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Obviously. It would be too convenient otherwise. Well, fuck you too, Verbena.
What is that?
What the hell?
Sucks to be you. Sucks to be everyone in that entire scene, honestly.
Well, that takes the keg.
Oh, Erend, never change.
Burl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield.
Aloy barking out orders.
Well, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Oh, look at that giant hole over there.
Almost didn't make it.
And Varl's going straight for it.
Have a look around. I'll wait here.
Oh, wait, by this giant suspicious hole.
Let me know when you're done looking around. I'll be here while you look around. Have a look around. I'll wait here.
Yeah, it's a bit weird how this giant hole is just on show and everyone pretends we can't see it. Should have made it like a bit more tucked away. Something so you can't actually see it until it's time to see it. Alright, I definitely want all the loot around here if I can get it. Give me those. Ooh. Oh, there's a stalker here. I'm gonna take this gun. And I think it's over here I probably want to place it. I think at least. Alright, there's Verbena.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will.
What?
But it's gone now.
Hello, Verbena?
Yeah.
What do you have
Well,
for
go
me?
do your thing.
I checked
I'll wait
everywhere,
here.
still no sign of the asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
You done looking around?
Almost.
No.
Did you look at everything?
No.
Not quite.
You done?
Not yet. I'm gonna look around more.
Alright. Alright, stuff up here.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area?
Obviously. Why else would they be at this random place?
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Yep, doesn't exactly tell us much now, does it? Right.
Our weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Why don't you just kick some snow on it? That will cool it down quickly. But then again, you might also make it crack with the thermal shock. Was there anything else? Oh, the Spectre.
Done looking around?
Almost. The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is. Alright.
I wonder what.
I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Oh, hello. I would like to take that off, please.
Well.
Alright, I'll take this over here. Thank you very much. My little stockpile of weapons here. Alright, hello again, Erend.
Alright, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
Well, you can see the unseen now as well.
I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'll do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something.
I imagine most Oseram stuff that's not ready will blow up.
Cover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
Yeah, let's finally go and acknowledge this massive hole in the cliff.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
Alright, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. If any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Alright then. I'm surprised I didn't just use the front door. Well then again, gotta have a more dramatic way into the place, don't we?
Old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Maybe indeed. Alright, anything hiding around here for me to pick up? Because if there's loot around here, I want it. Can't talk to Varl. Ooh, something over there? Gimme. Thank you.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Command log. Alright then. Shame I can't read the other 100,000 entries.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
Ooh, Varl, you got some strong legs to stand up that quickly.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
It doesn't update to reflect Aloy turning on the
If it was
system.
ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Yay!
You can blow up.
Yeah, you're lucky, Varl. Blowing up stuff is pretty fun.
This place
Oh
is
shit,
huge.
that's the room I don't want to go
Some kind
into
of
yet.
Storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
Something over here? Thank you. Plenty of stuff around.
Wonder what they were doing here.
Well,
Find anything
knowing
that might tell us
Zenith,
what the asset is?
probably discovering him. I don't think so.
Okay, looks like that's it for in this room. Where's Varl gone? Oh, he's right behind me. Was there anything here? I don't think so. Alright, something over there.
So, how is Yearn taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
He sure is. Part of the reason he's such a great character. And a great friend to have as well. Loyalty is a hard thing to find in the world nowadays. Alright.
Find this in my stash later.
Something over there? I want stuff before I progress the story. Don't know why there's a random steak in there. And random blueberries. Like, why are they in these, like, chests? It's not like it's overgrown and put it there, so... Yeah. Oh, I thought Varl had something to say. No, it's that marker thing I saw. Something over
The
here.
control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
No? Let's find out.
Anything in here? No. No. Alright. Oh, hello.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
There's actually...
I should check the log.
There's actually 238 because... Wait. Is it...
Maybe
Oh.
this one.
I thought 000 was a valid one.
Nothing.
I could have swore it was 000 was one of them.
230.
How about this?
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't work the first time, no.
Empty again.
Yeah, so 000 counts as one of the ectogenic chambers. So yeah, there's 238.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Because number 237 is hidden in this announcement. Although... Wait.
Error. Container limit exceeded.
Okay.
Error. Container limit exceeded.
Okay.
Alright, 238.
Error. Container limit exceeded.
Okay, so there it doesn't go any higher than 237, so... Interesting. Here it is. There's something in this one. Beta!
Aloy. It's you.
Not exactly.
Must have cut this from her head. But why?
How do you know it came from her head?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
Nope, that's good news.
You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly?
Of course they can.
Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
Alright, I see that coming.
Sven and Alderson asked me, is this a good show? In an era where entertainment choices are as vast as the stars of Coruscant, one must ponder the true essence of a good show. But fear not, inquisitive being. If robotic dinosaurs and ultra-hard challenges are your cup of blue milk,
what?
Then Molly Styles' epic quest in Horizon Forbidden West will surely take you to a galaxy of gaming excitement. Or you know, it might just end with the kind of crash landing that only Jar Jar could appreciate.
I feel like there's some Star Wars references in there that I don't actually get.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
Right, you take care of Beta. I'll handle the Spectre.
I should be
Alright,
careful before
Varl's locked the
Spectre gets
door.
here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Oh my god, Beta's white as if she's dead. Okay, Spectre. Right, what am I expecting? It's weak to acid and plasma. I don't think it has a particular type of attack. Like an elemental type? Okay, I definitely don't want that outfit then.
Water would be nice.
Yes, it would. Thank you. All right. These are virtually the same in that sense. This one's actually better. Okay, we're going with this outfit to fight the Spectre. So plasma and acid, I can do that. Not plasma, but I can do acid.
Here it comes.
Here we go. Trying to clear my throat before the fight.
Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
What was that?
Gotta get more ammo.
Sven Arnoldason asked me, is this a good scope? Good bloody brilliant. You've got Robo-Dinos, Molly style, tackling ultra hard. What more could you want? It's a right corker, I tell you.
I'm surprised it understood what you were saying, because you misspelled show. I guess that's just how good AI is getting. It's getting better at understanding typos. Missed. Oh shit.
Quick.
where's my bolt blaster? This one.
Right, next up.
There we go. Alright, one down.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre.
Alright, we gotta go help Erend.
Just hope Erend stays in cover.
Alright. Just keep running.
Erend!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Alright. Yes, we do indeed have new
I gotta get to
redeems. Like to update them every once in a while. I'm here, Erend!
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Alright, there's my guns that I left here.
Not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up.
Oops. It's missing its nano plates. Alright, bring it on! Surprise! I'm trying!
Let's take him out. That's the weak spot.
This is not exactly the best thing ever. Woo! Nope. I'm fine. I'm fine. A little low on berries, but I'm fine. You alright, Erend?
Don't get that stuff on you.
Can't use that right now.
Boy, did you pick the wrong fight. Ammo.
Oh shit.
Machine. Over here. You want to taste of this?
Oh shit! Kind of forgot to dodge there. keep losing stamina. Why is that? Is it because I'm taking damage? Yeah, it seems when I take damage, I run out of stamina. Oh, not that one. Oh shit! Seems like the Spectre is really good at making me run out of stamina. Might be part of its attacks that they do that. Oh, we're done! Whew, jeez! Right. Got through that without dying. Alright, Erin's gonna have a lot of questions.
Hey, look, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
You can't tell us apart? I've got a giant mask on.
Back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Alright, see you guys later then. I'll catch up later.
Maybe the Zenith won't be so invincible after all.
Where's that Spectre I just destroyed? I wanted to loot it. That one. Pulse cannons are still there. Anything else? No. Oh, there's a fox here. Sorry, fox, it's your unlucky day. If you'd stayed silent, I would have never heard you. Alright, let's check out this weapon.
No. Damn it.
Ah.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Right. That was a very abrupt transition.
The weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone too. Burl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache? Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Oh. Hope it didn't get stained.
Hello, Aaron.
You okay?
What do you think about that whole adventure?
Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
What do you think of our...
With Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here.
We haven't even talked to her. How does Aloy know she's awake?
Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
Alright, well how's your training going then?
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in stormburn plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
Did he survive? I'm guessing not, but you didn't specifically say it killed him.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Sounds like you've been reading a bit too much.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when...
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been but to be honest, but I'll get up to speed.
Alright.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
I'll try not to. Hello, Zoe.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
Do identical twins just not exist in the world of Horizon? Like, no one ever mentions that Aloy and Beta are like identical twins. So it sounds like identical twins just have not been rediscovered yet.
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
Yeah, I feel like all these conversations would make a bit more sense if we had already spoken to Beta.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
Yep.
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
Yay! One of the few combat class machines that is confirmed to have existed before the fall of Gaia. Well, it obviously was not a combat class machine back then, but yeah, there's a few other machines that are like that as well.
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt.
That was kind of you.
What?
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
Noisy bike going by outside. I do apologize if you can hear that.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this and found out it helped create all machines, in a way, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
Alright.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
And yours. Catalo. Not that room. Oh.
Where'd Catalo go?
Yeah, you moved to the new room. There it is.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe.
Well, she's not a copy of Aloy. She's a copy of Elizabeth, which Aloy also is. So yeah, they're not copies of each other. It's alright. What do you think of Beta then?
I heard my friend Talana came by
Oh,
the base.
Talana.
Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
It sounds like the Nora actually was actually one of the best at resisting the Karja. Because we heard that they couldn't get as far. Well, they were able to reach Mother's Crown, but they couldn't penetrate it. Like, that was as far as they managed to go. So they couldn't get into the Embrace. You know, the Banuk did quite well as well, preventing them from getting to Ban-Or. It was definitely the Oseram and the Utaru that suffered the most. Yeah.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you
Me
there.
neither. I can handle one, but any more and I'll probably struggle a lot more.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that.
The Nora and Tanakh pushed him back, but the Tanakh made sure to send a message when they did it. Yes, a very clear message. Along with the fact that the Nora didn't, like they fought the Karja in the Sacred Lands, but they didn't chase down the Karja into the Sundom. Whereas the Tanakh, with a bit of help from the Utaru, all three clans just completely barged their way into Barren Light and completely chased the Karja out of the Daunt. So yeah, the Tanakh and a little bit of the Utaru were definitely the most responsive, I guess I could say. Well, I guess the Oseram did really help with the liberation of Meridian, so I guess they technically did as well. But not as dramatic, well, actually, yes, as dramatically as the Tanakh and Utaru, but in a completely different way.
Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Exactly.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right.
Oh, it's changed. Wait, what? What? Alright, fine.
On your way then.
Okay, alright. Has everyone spoken to? Oh, Gaia! This way. Gaia, what do you think of Beta?
Welcome back.
Hello.
Aloy. I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zenith.
A moment. I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zenith got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better check on the clone before I head back out there.
Yes. She retreated to the maintenance corridor directly below us. Varl is with her.
Alright then.
Right. Thanks, Gaia.
Nothing else to say? Well, yes, she does. Thinking of a question to ask the AI. Well, there's no need to be in a rush with it. There's always going to be more opportunities to use it. There's also plenty of other redeems to use if you want to. Along with the fact that the AI does actually have a limit. Unfortunately, there is a monthly limit on the amount of stuff you can do with it. It can only generate, hang on. I think it's 20,000 characters? Yes, 20,000 of which 8,000 have been used already. So yeah, maybe I should actually put like a limit that everyone can only use it like, maybe like 2 or 3 times per stream maybe? Just so it doesn't get used up too fast. 100 questions. No, I said 20,000 characters. The more characters are in the answers, the faster it will go. Of which 8,000 have already been used, and it's only been 2 streams. Well, granted, I did use up some of them while testing it, so yeah, I don't know how many of those are actually by viewers and not just by me testing.
Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is on your mind.
What can I ask?
The missing
Right, what is different here?
All are
Pharaoh, huh?
understandable. He appears.
All 3 of them were. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
Sven, are you trying to waste all of the options? Like all of the questions in one go? Alright, I don't know how long this is going to
Sven
be.
Alderson asked me, will you tell us a long story? In a galaxy not so far away, a story unfolded that would stretch the fabric of space and patience. Our protagonist, Sven Alderson, sought a tale that would rival the length of Jabba's criminal record. But unbeknownst to them, storytelling in hyperspace required brevity. So as the stars twinkled like teasing plot points, the narrator embarked on a mission to deliver a tale that could fit on a Jawa's shopping list. And thus the quest for a long story continued.
I see. Oh, shush. Alright, I'm gonna be calling it in a minute. Like, that was the alarm for break time, but I'm gonna... yeah, I'm gonna get ready to finish up for the day once I finish this quest. You don't know what.
So, based on what we've seen, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounter, they appear to make further the energy.
Yeah, this is
They
all the
seemed
same.
indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive, while we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand.
Water would be nice.
Always.
Alright. Hydrated. About the old world.
When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate.
Why
Perhaps
wouldn't
at
they?
one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology.
Well, we know
As
for a
their
fact that
goals
that is
evolved
true.
over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising.
Well, we know for a fact that that's exactly true. What? Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that.
It was listening. Yeah, though I...
Shh. Thank.
Okay, that's
I
it.
guess I should get going.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
Be well, Gaia.
This easy?
Oh, that didn't work.
Old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the card shift. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
It probably meant something to them. As it does to my people, and the Tanakh.
I just think my face says it all as is. That's all.
That it does.
Yeah, we wear makeup. I am one of them. Although, the tribes... Well, I guess the Karja face paint is the one that more closely resembles makeup. But all the tribes except the Oseram, for some weird reason,
I'm definitely not getting any of this.
they wear face paint, even though the Oseram do have face paint to wear. Like, Aloy can buy Oseram face paint, but there is actually not a single Oseram in the game that wears face paint, as far as I know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Still can't get that mysterious thing, because this door won't open.
Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay.
Hello, Varl.
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello?
Hi.
It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Beta has kind of autistic vibes, especially in this scene.
Booting up.
Oh, hello.
So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
Well, I did.
Alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their guide,
of course they do.
Time doing that.
I forgot how long this actual scene is, so I think I'm going to go for a quick break and let the ads play so they won't interrupt it. So yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes or so when we'll continue talking to Beta. Royale? Oh god! Oh, this is bad! Yoshi! 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 Ah, there we go. We made it out alive. Oh, fucking hell. Not back in here. Come on. There we go. Just couldn't get away from those basketballs, could I? Hey, partner. Get the ZZ flyer ready. I can handle these brats on my own. Cranny dose. Give them a taste of a headbutt. Ouch. Not him, you dolt. Your opponent is the Pokemon Ranger. Oh, the humor in the Pokemon Ranger games is definitely very good. I was pretty sure there was some Cyclops pieces just on the other side of this. I'm pretty sure this is where I was before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No you don't. No you don't. No you don't. Now that is how you defeat a Reaper. Well, defeat. Evade. Evade is more accurate term. Right, I've only got Pachirisu. Ready to show me what Pachirisu can do? Let's see a battle against a mighty Ursaring. Watch and learn. Ha! Now that's the spirit. Now follow me. Alright. I don't know if I'm high enough level for this. No, definitely not. Oh well, still give it a try. Nice. Good. Wow. I was not expecting it to go that well. I somehow feel like that wasn't supposed to be that easy. Using Pachirisu is a lot easier than I thought it would be. Astonishing, that really was... Alright, I'm back. Really running into overtime today, aren't we?
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you.
Someone's revving their engine outside. I'm sorry if you can hear that.
Told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
Oh, can you stop revving your engine? It's really annoying. I'm so sorry if you can hear it.
So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise.
And she has to sit back down awkwardly to get back to this position.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and...
And she stands back up again.
Controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know.
He sure does.
You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see
Beta really can't decide if she wants to sit down or stand up.
Talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine wars. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age too.
Yep. It's interesting because we see that in like Gaia's holograms that they did in fact colonize a planet, specifically a planet. But as far as we know, the Sirius system doesn't have any planets. Which it probably does, because pretty much all stars do have planets. It's just we haven't found any. Which is really interesting to me. That the Horizon... well, they use a star that exists, but they don't use a planet that exists. Like, I'm pretty sure there's tons of other, stars within, like, 8 light years that have planets, that they could have just used any of those, but no, they went with a star that, well, stars. The Sirius system has 2 stars that doesn't have any known planets. It could be because they needed one specifically the distance that Sirius is? I don't know. It's just an interesting choice to me. Well, we do have, at least one more game in the trilogy to come, so maybe it will become a bit more obvious in the next game.
Sven Arnoldusson asked me, will you tell us more jokes? Why don't scientists trust atoms because they make up everything?
I've heard that joke before. That's a pretty good one. I'm glad you're enjoying the AI questions.
How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture
She
Eleuther.
literally just said that.
What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
But Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eleuther back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. And I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the guy...
Water would be nice! Faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
Well done, Beta. Must have taken a lot of courage to do that. That sounds absolutely terrifying.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent.
Silence would be giddy to learn that.
If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating.
Oh, yes. You know it well, Aloy.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation. Self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I
I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well... You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 guess they survived old age too. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eleuthia. What did you do? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed. Outside the... Baina's dead? I'm looking into it. Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eleuthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eleuthia faster if I had it with me, and well done. You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names? Before Ted Faro purged it? The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, to have all that knowledge.
Alright.
Alright, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey.
No, we're not, Veda. We're gonna do this.
You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
Alright, bye, Beta.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
Okay, good luck with that, Varl.
So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Alright. Oh, there's also a quest in here.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
You're the one that helped me find it.
Eh.
Don't make mistakes.
Alright, Farrell's got stuff to talk about. Where's Katalo again? Does he have anything? No. No, Farrell's the only one we didn't get to talk to up here.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
Oh, Varl, you're amazing. The world needs more people like Varl in it.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
Oh, that's amazing, hearing their interpretations of things that we consider normal, like stuffed animals. It's not literally a dead animal, Varl. It's like it's like fabric made to look like the animal, filled with like fluff or feathers, stuff like that. So that's what it means by stuffed animal. Yeah, Varl's taking it a bit too literally.
How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
That's a good way to put it, honestly.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place.
What's wrong with collecting plants, Aaron?
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always... I asked Aaron to help find some.
Still, it's not a bad idea. It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift.
Where is Zoe gone?
Thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed... If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something
They gave
else.
each other stuffed. Aloy's cheek keeps clipping with her mask.
I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
Alright, I also saw that... Yeah, that is progressed a bit. But I think I'm probably done for today here. Okay, Alright, there's nowhere to actually say... Wait, hold on. Is there anything with Gaia first? Probably not, but I'll quickly check. Oh, there is something. Okay.
Hello again, Aloy.
A little bit more to go.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
Oh, there's lots. There's a fair bit more, honestly.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass...
Yes.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacity...
Interesting that Gaia is programmed to prioritize humans over everything.
Given the nature of the far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness me.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground.
Sounds about right.
So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
Just keep trying until it works.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about them?
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their members.
One member of Far Zenith was a member of Zero Dawn as well.
Was ever publicly known.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
Love that finger gesture.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial...
That is Hephaestus. We've been over this.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the systems designed through him, despite his failure.
Evidently so.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they see energy.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon...
Throughout history, while we lack the were I to absorb no shielding...
So there's hope.
Always.
How is that different? Alright, Beta.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's... not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
Hopefully so.
So, told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's...
What were you expecting?
I don't know. And less pessimistic.
It is true, however, it emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time.
Alright.
I'll be off.
Farewell, for now.
Alright, should finally be done. I don't think I'm going to talk to anyone else, even if there is something to talk about. I know Zoe has a side quest for me.
It let them experience a great many things.
Holograms are illusions, though. I wonder if at some point They just couldn't tell what was real anymore.
Maybe. They were intelligent, but that doesn't mean they were wise.
That is very true. Aaron's just rocking out, loving it. Alright. Wait, no. Campfire. There. This way. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna call it for today. I'm gonna go save at a campfire, save, and then find someone to raid. So yeah, here's a list of my socials. If you would like to follow me on any of them, please do feel free. And here's the raid message. Feel free to copy whichever part applies to you. Manual save here.
I see you, champion. Sit.
No. Right. And with that, I am done for today.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good